Good morning, lovely people. It is Monday the 31st of January. It's the final day in January. Yeah, anyone else feel like there's been 100 days in January? It's a month that'll never end. Yeah, so I've obviously got to work this morning. It is a beautiful sunny day outside. My favourite kind of days, cold and sunny and blue skies. Aims for this week: keep my face in focus for one thing. If you watched last week's vlog, you'll know that, yeah, camera decided Mimi was more interesting than me, which, whilst true, oh dear. This morning I have at the back of my desk, I have the postcards from the subscriptions each month, and back in, was it November's? Yes, November, we had the owls, and one of them said, "I'm not a night owl or an early bird, more a permanently exhausted pigeon, and that is how I'm feeling today." I come in and discovered that on Thursday, after I'd left Mimi with an overnight of printing and cutting, she jammed. Honestly, just why? So I am about 4 hours behind where I thought I would be. I've sorted her out now. She's off printing again. Shh, don't speak too loud in case it all goes wrong. It's odd. Using the silhouettes, the issue was always with the cutting. It was always the cutting that was the problem, never ever the printing. I mean, silhouettes don't print, for one thing. But with this, it's always the printing that's the issue, not the cutting. Honestly, just when I think I'm getting the hang of it, that learning curve does that again to me and goes vertical. So I've got about 4 hours of printing and cutting to do before I can actually start this week's work. So I need to just have a look in my planner. I'm back to this again this week, just as something simple. There's not a lot of appointments on this week, thank goodness. Although now I've just opened it, looked at it and gone, actually there's tons. Hey ho. But yeah, I am just going to try and finish, I am going to get the PVC orders finished with printing and cutting, ready for shipping tomorrow. I'll be on with What's New Wednesday then, and last week's stuff will hopefully go on an overnight print run. And yeah, we have got CCTV here, so I can log into that from home and check that everything's okay. So we'll see. Meanwhile, back at home, Luke apparently had like 2 hours sleep last night, poor guy. Yeah, I'm not quite sure why. He was too tired to tell me, so I just left him to sleep a bit longer. So I'm going to give him a call in a little bit just to make sure he's up, because he's really fortunate. He has flexi time with work, so he can kind of, you know, if he's had a bad night, he can kind of just switch things around a bit, which is good. And I don't know if anything's happening on the house today with the kitchen. I think they're back tomorrow to finish a few little bits. I had a look through at the weekend and checked everything and did the boring thing like checking all the shelves, and discovered a couple of things that just need sorting. But yeah, we are getting there though. We are getting there. Right, I'm going to stop waffling. I have got a Dunelm Mills return to organise of some lamps that we got that aren't quite right for the bedroom. And yeah, I also need to get the Southwest Planner Club countdown stickers finished, and hopefully get those listed later on today as well. I'll catch up with you later. Okay, that's better. Got a new battery in now. It is just coming for 4 o'clock on Monday afternoon. I have had a day of fighting technology. Do you have days like that? Days when you feel like you were really there, you've got your day planned out, everything's going to be fine, and then the technology says no. Yeah, it's been one of those days. However, I'm just loading up all the files into the ripping software to connect to the printer, and I am hopeful. I'm always hopeful. I'm really hopeful that Mimi will do a decent print run overnight, and that I can come in tomorrow morning and basically be where I had planned to be by about 10 AM this morning. So yeah, fingers crossed. It has just been one of those days. It's a shame because, I don't know, it's been a day of, I haven't really talked to anybody today either. My dad rang this morning. His cat needs its teeth doing under anaesthetic, which is a bit and yeah, basically I haven't talked to anybody else really, and that doesn't help because then you end up getting in your own head, and my feet are cold, which is a little thing, but when my feet are cold I'm not happy. And this is turning into a great big ramble, but never mind. This is what happens when I don't talk to anybody all day. Oh dear. So I'm going to get Mimi queued up for the night, and yeah, I shall keep an eye on her, and if need be I can nip back this evening and make sure that she's set for the night. The other week I ended up coming in at about, it was after rehearsal, so it's like 9:30, 9:45 at night. But at least I knew. Okay. crazy hair today. Good morning, beautiful people. It is Wednesday already in the week that feels very long. It is Wednesday, the 2nd of February. I've dropped the girls off at school, although I'm kind of half expecting to get a phone call for Eleanor because she's, just feeling a bit rough. So we'll see. It's not the bug. Didn't send her with that, but we'll see how we go. So today I'm going to be finishing packing the PBC orders, as well as hopefully finishing all the open orders up to certainly the end of last week, possibly Monday of this week. So we're doing okay, which means that I'll have got caught up back to the lower end of my dispatch times, because I've got it set at 7 to 10 working days at the moment. On the website there's always a little banner that tells you at the top what my estimated dispatch times are, but yeah, once I get past kind of halfway of that, I start to get a bit antsy, and I just want to get things out to you as soon as I can. So I am also considering, and again, give me some ideas, it's What's New Wednesday next week, and I was thinking that I would release the special edition freebie that I did for the PBC, because it wasn't like a limited edition or anything, but it's this kind of St. Patrick's Day themed, but it could just be called, it could be used anytime, to be honest. It's artwork at the end of the day. There's no rules that say you can only put shamrocks and things in your planner for St. Patrick's Day. And I did keep it fairly, I don't hesitate to say generic, but it wasn't really specific, so that might work. So I was thinking that I would do the other sizes, because basically it built up into a classic mini kit plus full boxes for people who are at the top tier of spend. So so I was thinking I'd do that. Let me know what you think. Because I want to get it in my Hobonichi weeks, because it's cute, and this is great, but it's the wrong size. So yes, I'm going to have a look into that. And what else am I going to do for next week, because I need some design days tomorrow and Friday. There's some more mini Penguin Joes to come, and have I started on another collection? I have no idea where I'm up to. I think I might have done. So we'll see where we can get to. But certainly the St. Patrick's Day one I'm going to do. The quote on it is, let's have a see, it says, "May the blessings of each day be the blessings you need most." So, I don't know, maybe I'll just call it blessings or something. Could be nice, couldn't it? So that's what we're doing. We're finishing orders, thinking ahead to new releases and designs. I have a piano lesson to teach later, which is my last daytime one, which feels a bit odd, but also quite good. Kitchen update, I will film a little video later or tomorrow morning. We have lights, and we have a hob, and we're getting to the point now where it's the last few little jobs. So yes, we've started shopping for dish drainers and having in-depth conversations about the comparative merits of different ones before it's even 7:30 in the morning. Married life. Married life is good. Yeah, it is. But yeah, it's quite nice. Me and Luke are actually quite enjoying, I think, the process of choosing things and looking at things. We've not really bought new house stuff for years and years and years, and yeah, it's really lovely. So I have my coffee in my Yarndale cup. I have my list. Mimi's got her work loaded on. So time to crack on with the day. Hi lovely people, this is Tom on the stairs. We are once again in the hallway and we're going to go and get a little kitchen update. That is, as I may have mentioned before, because all the days blur into one, the wallpaper that's going in the hall along one side. And let me show you what is still very much a work in progress, but is a much more completed kitchen than we had last week. We even have some stools. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to come down here. Oh yes, we'll just show you the pile of stuff that needs taken to the tip and stuff that needs organising. But if I come right down here, complete with, you know, the laundry on display and washing up everywhere, this is where we are up to. So we basically have a functional kitchen, which is super exciting, and it does look like someone's stuck in the oven, but I'm going to put those oven mitts on the back of the surprisingly empty cereal cupboard door with some hooks and things. Yeah, that's a nice little corner. Needs some more kitchen roll though, but I kind of got a spice rack and things, and yes, had a little Emma Bridgewater incident. As you can see, there were a couple of those, and basically we are up and running. We have got things in the cupboards. It's very exciting. There are mugs, there is tea, there is coffee in cute little jars, because I liked the jars. There we go. And yeah, new radio, that's quite funky. And yeah, we just got a few little things. They did our windowsills in the same, what's the word I want? Quartz tops as the worktops. The worktops make me very happy. Funnily enough, it's this little bit here with the sink that actually makes me really, really happy. I just love the way it all looks and all sits together. We're not talking about utility room at the moment. There's a couple of issues in there, but it will get sorted. And yes, let's just pan down so you don't have to look at the pile of stuff that's going to the tip again. But we're winning. We are winning. We have a hob. We didn't have that last week. We have a extractor, which is like, it's like something from the space age. It like slides out. It's like, ooh, a bit funky. And then the controls are there. And there's more lights because, as Elizabeth says, 21 lights in the kitchen just seems not enough. So we have even more light. But it's beautiful and I love it. And I am actually so grateful that we have been able to do this. And I am starting to see the little bits of my word of the year curate start to take shape. Yeah, we're getting there. It is a bit of a state. I'm showing you real life here with, you know, the washing machine going and washing up in the sink. But even the washing up in the sink looks quite pretty because the sink's ace and I love the sink. So it's a nice grey weekend day today. The reason we're not talking about it in here, in fact I'm going to come and talk about it now, hopefully, is that basically there was a little miscalculation with the radiator and the door. So we're going to change the door because at the moment it hits the radiator. You then can't open this fully to be able to pull the drawers out. The drawers haven't actually been put together correctly. So it's a bit of a, my big pantry cupboard isn't ready yet. So what Luke and I are thinking is, if I just pan back a bit, is actually to put a bifolding door here, because then that will fold right the way back. It'll just fold into that little gap by the radiator and it should work nicely. And we're going to build some sort of boot storage and like coat hooks for Lucy's towels and stuff there. So we're not talking too much about the utility room, but the kitchen, yeah, the kitchen's a bit ace and I love it and I'm really happy. Got our decorator quote in. Hopefully he will be coming in the next few weeks to do this, and then we're going to have the hall landing and stairway is done as well. Stairs. We only have one set of stairs. Oh yes, that's my funky light fitting from Next that I really like. Should I turn it on? You can see it. Oh, there we go. It's quite cool. And then that is going to be, once we've done a tip run and recycling run and everything, that is going to be our dining area. I'm going to make a bit of space for Lucy down there. We've still got some wooden shelves, so we can put some extra shelves in. They put the pipes in the wrong place for the radiator, so they're going to fix that on Monday. But we're getting there. And today, Eleanor wanted me to show you that she made a birdhouse. It's just hanging here to dry. So she painted a bird feeder. So it's got a rose on one side and a robin on the other. And I know at least 2 people who will really appreciate that. So there we go. So she's been doing a bit of painting today. Right, you lovely lot. I'm going to close off the vlog there with a final little shot, because what I'm actually going to do now is make a cup of tea in the new kettle that says tea's ready on one side and rise and shine on the other. But yes, time for a cup of tea.